Good afternoon, Virgo. This read is for you guys. I like to think my reads pertain to whatever sign, whatever planet you have in the sign that I'm doing the read for, whatever house that sign covers, your sun, your moon, but most importantly for your ascendant. Because I'm going to line up the astrological focus to whatever house lines up to your ascendant. So, for Virgo, by the way, welcome to my channel. My name is Madeleine Parker. And if you would like a personal email, my email link is below. Also, email me if you're interested in joining any workshops I'm hosting, that I'll be hosting in January and February in the Los Angeles area, Silver Lake area to be precise. And alrighty, so let's just quickly look at the astrology transits going on in your fifth house right now, Virgo. We've got this Pluto and Saturn conjunction in the sign of Capricorn happening in your fifth house next week. And we have Mercury currently in Capricorn plus Jupiter in Capricorn. So we've got this Capricorn stellium. Now, in the fifth house, all of that is happening for you guys in your fifth house. So we're releasing with that Pluto and Capricorn, we're releasing old karmic south side ways of being in the energy of Capricorn, which would be addictions, ego, choices. And now we've got Saturn in Capricorn, so we're going to lay down new foundations for the long haul, for committed long-term things, releasing old addictions and old egoistic ways. With Jupiter in the picture, we're going forward into the more higher version, the higher side of Capricorn, which is to raise to your highest, more spiritually aligned destiny. So for you guys, that's in the fifth house. So possibly releasing relationships, releasing old ways of being, creative projects, maybe releasing that were more ego-based creative projects, and now you're going into more divinely inspired, in the light for the greater whole projects, creative forces. Perhaps a child could be coming into your life, fifth house. What else? Well, let's have a look. Let's see what the cards want to say about this transit for you guys, Virgo. Thank you for subscribing and following my videos. I appreciate that. This is my way of contributing to raising the vibrations of the collective. And I also teach divination, so if you would like to learn, do email me about those workshops. Okay. So we get the Three of Cups, which indicates good times. That's the first thing off the bat. That hit me right away. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's go. Starting in at the Ten of Wands, we get the sort of burden. You know, interesting. The fifth house is kind of fun and jovial and play. So that's sort of interesting, isn't it, that showed up in the read. So we get currently, it's possible that you've been sort of burdened by creative projects. I mean, the wands are creativity. So we were talking about releasing burdensome things in your life that were kind of clouding your joy, but they might have been motivated from the south side of Capricorn, committing to things out of status or security or material reasons, rather than sort of the spiritual. And here we get a shift, because we get this burden. Now we are also looking at relationships. So the fifth house is also relationships, don't forget. And here is Virgo feminine in alignment, knowing her strengths. Her heart is coming through. The Leo heart energy, fifth house, transformation. Then we get the Hermit out of alignment. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But right out of the bat, we get these really high frequency positive cards indicating a big future expansion coming through. There's a lot of reason. Divine wants you to really raise your frequencies. There's a reason for you to have high hopes here. I think something that is very true to your heart is going to become very clear, that you have strengths that align you financially, that you're aligning with your natural true strengths rather than creative projects that seemed like the right thing to do but you're now going to motivate from the truth, a creativity of self-expressive truth that does bring you financial independence. It is worldly needed. There's a clarity of where you want to align yourself for the next 10 years. We're looking at this new decade. I do see a major transformation. We've got these two cards right next to each other, which they both kind of mean the same thing. You're coming out of a period of not fully trusting your own creative talent, your own creative, because the fifth house, here we go back to the fifth house, there's a creative ability you have that you're transforming into releasing, because we get the butterfly coming out. This in a way is sort of a representation of the butterfly coming out of the transformation chrysalis phase. So it seems to me, Virgo, you guys are you're shedding these burdens of operating in a way that wasn't joyful, that wasn't a true creative force for you. Now, with this Justice card, you are going to receive something. I do think, Virgo, you've aligned yourselves here to receive something. Energetically, you're resonating at a right frequency to receive something that you deserve. That's beautiful. It's hitting the 11th spot in the 11th card. It could be romance, it could be career or creative project. But now with the Seven of Swords here, you may not be fully aware of the impact of the changes that are about to occur. You're going to be very happy, though. This is a very fulfilling. This is not just hard work. This is going to fill your cups. You're going to be very content at the result of this. See, look at that. You're going to receive something that makes you very happy. You're going to realize that it's possible, if you've been single, that you had issues of putting walls up in a relationship, that you may have mirrored or reflected, and the other person it reflected as not wanting to commit to you. Again, you're not aware of something that's coming, that's a big transformation. You've raised your frequencies around it. It's pulling it in, joy coming, contentment. This is a nice read, by the way. You're going to feel very secure and safe around this issue, but there were walls up, which is a beautiful message, because what this is turning into sort of a divine love read, where I'm seeing that somebody, your true partner, your relation, if we look at this from a relationship, I'm racing. If we look at this from a relationship standpoint, you realize the person that may be coming back, this may be divine partnership, someone from your past showing up, letting you know that they are available, and that the reason they left was heart protection and fears of commitment around showing their inner truth, their real self. So, if there was a third party involved in this experience, this situation, because of this, right up here, because you're shedding burdensome ways of operating that dropped your frequency, you're looking more in at your true strengths, operating from what really ignites you, ideas, thoughts coming from your heart that are really source derived, okay, is causing you to draw in an otherwise somewhat fear of commitment, but also your energies were of fear of allowing this happening. So this higher frequency is allowing something to shift energetically that's going to pull you into receiving your highest wish and dream. So I'm going to call a clarifier on this. So you see, we get these breakthroughs. You've broken through some kind of protective layer, pulling in the knowing, understanding of what went wrong in this past relationship, because you are going to receive your just reward here, which is, I think this is a twin flame read, Virgo, which is union with your true love, which is reconciliation. Look at you. You're in your divine empress energies, receiving energies, beautiful. All right, let's take a look at the wisdom of Tao. Um, I get hang in there. This is good. Compassion. Wow, interesting. I've had that card, the truth. If that card doesn't come up representing the truth, this is really a card that to me signifies the truth. So I'm going to read the truth. And free spirit, look at that. That's so fifth house. If we want to really sum up the fifth house thing, it's to free your spirit, be a child again and have fun and be free. So these are new projects coming into your life that bring the child out in you, Virgo, which is what you need to balance. It's beautiful. Okay, you have arrived at a sense of realization. You have always known the root of these problems. Although you have reached a new outlook in life, you continue to hesitate. Action and discipline is required. Stop procrastinating. So, compassion, have self-compassion. Don't try to be a because these are new projects. This is a brand new beginning period in everyone's lives with this astrology. We're starting a new decade. So try to have compassion of yourself, not to be too critical of the self, and not to be perfectionistic. Fifth house is really not perfectionistic. And Virgos tend to be perfectionistic, so you're going to have to release that a little bit. And have compassion for your flaws and open your heart to kindness, understanding the world with unconditional love and forgiveness. Guan Yin is here to protect and heal you. You and your loved ones are safe. You see, this was the message. All is well. Allow somebody in close, and this person is trying to come in, and you're going to know that they had fears around commitment, but that the love was there. This is a beautiful read, Virgo. Congratulations.